Hi, I'm Tynetta McCray, a senior at Atlantic City High School, and I'm honored to be sitting by Dr. Olaore and Dr. Vaughn. So, ladies, what brings you to Atlantic City High School?
Well, I'm here visiting from Nigeria, and as part of my itinerary and places that I had to go to, thanks to my friend, here I am at Atlantic City High School, just enjoying the good things that are here.
And you, Dr. Vaughn?
Well, we're just so happy that our church, the Seventh-day Adventist churches in this region, we're having a Women's Day this weekend. And by the way, today is May the 13th, so we're tomorrow, May 14th. And we were just happy that we were able to bring Dr. Augusta Olaore from Babcock University in Nigeria to be one of our keynote speakers and our keynote speaker in the morning. However, in planning her itinerary, I talked to Mr. Derek Cason from Atlantic City High School. He said, bring her over here. We can show her the high school, what we have. We had the opportunity to be here. And among the things we saw here at the high school, we got a chance to meet you.
Yes, and since you've been here, have you liked what you've seen so far, like the resources, the students, the way we learn, and education as a whole?
That is an understatement. I am so touched. I am really touched, you know. I would say the things I have seen, the things that I have heard, and I have felt just walking the corridors of the school, they've been very profound, you know, in terms of the resources. Oh my goodness. I just was wowing all over the place because having lived in the United States and now living in Nigeria, I can see the resources available to young people, stimulating young minds, you know, like you have it here in Atlantic City High School. And it is not even usual for other high schools in the United States, you know, talk less of Nigeria. We have universities that do not have a quarter of what this high school has, you know, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. And it's not just about the technology, even the caliber of staff, you know, that we have, the years of experience. I mean, listening to a teacher saying she's been here for 17 years, that is a lot when it comes to continuity, you know, which means that there is a lot of predictability, you know, knowledge and satisfaction. So it's not like a teacher is here, they're out tomorrow, students have to deal with another person. That says a whole lot about the school.
And as far as religion, education, and just because, okay, Nigeria and the United States, how would you compare those two?
Well, when it comes to the, how would I say, religion, Nigeria, we are very free in the dialogue of religion and politics and lifestyle. We are not as guarded as we hear in America, where you have to be very careful because you don't want to offend someone who might be of a different religion, being politically correct, you know. No, we are like, hey, we just blot it out. This is who I am, you know. And there was a very interesting scenario. One time, my husband and I were flying to another part of the country, actually the capital, Abuja, and we were leaving from Lagos. And somehow we got into a pocket of high turbulence in the air. And I mean, we were having some huge dips in the plane.
Oh, ouch.
And
I know, right?
It was scary, you know. And you could have heard what was going on in that aircraft. People from different religions were praying.
Everybody praying, right?
Everybody praying. Muslims praying. Christians praying.
Right.
You know, I mean, whatever they knew to call on, they were calling, they were praying, you know. And my husband and I, we were there. I mean, we were disturbed because of the physical disturbance, but we were not scared because we just knew that God was in control of this. So my husband brought out his phone and recorded the whole situation, you know. And funny enough, there was a guy from Chicago in the plane.
Okay.
So when we landed, you know, God took us safely through, and, you know, we stabilized and we landed safely. Oh, there was a big clap, a shout of hallelujah and everything. So when I talked to the guy from Chicago, I asked him, I said, how was that for you? He said, you bet, this is the cleanest I've ever been in my life. I have confessed all my sins. You know, but he was awed by how free people were to call upon God the way they believed.
Right.
And nobody was like, I don't want to offend that person. No, it's like, you know what? If we go down, we go down together. So you better do what you know how to do. I'll do what I know to do. You know, which is a big lesson, you know, to us. It's a big lesson to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in your bio, I noticed that you're a social worker.
Yes.
So could you tell Atlantic City a little bit more about what you do?
That is my heart. That is my passion. Actually, when my family moved to the United States from Nigeria, I was going to do something by way of guidance, counseling. I didn't know anything about social work, but we went to California, and in the development of, trying to kind of search out what I was going to do, one of my friends advised me, because she said, you don't want to do marriage. I was going to do something in marriage and family counseling or therapy. She said, no, Augusta, you want to be a social worker. I said, what is that? She said, you know, being a social worker is one of the most versatile professions you could ever do, because it combines everything. It talks about, you do one-on-one counseling, you do community mobilization, you do advocacy, you empower people. And she said, you know, that is what you want to do. And she led me into applying to UCLA, Bruins, and I went to UCLA and did my master's at UCLA, and I discovered that that was what I was born to be. Whatever the name of the profession is, you know, some people are like, social worker, can't we call it something else, you know? But it's not about the name per se, but what we do. You know, the values of social work is to enhance the life of people and to look at people in the context of their environments, you know, not just as problems. Oh, this person has drinking problem, or this person has whatever problem. You know, that there is more to people than that. You know, and we are trained to be able to enhance people's lives regardless of their challenges and helping them be all that they were made to be. So I love my job. So I finished my master's degree at UCLA, practiced, you know, as a field person worker in the county of Los Angeles, Department of Children and, well, I think now it's called Bureau of Children and Family Services. I worked in adoptions. Then in Arizona, I worked as an investigator, going out to interview people who had cases, you know. And then I had to go to Nigeria to develop the social work profession. And in the process of that, I was able to complete my doctoral studies from the University of South Africa, UNISA.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. Got it right.
Thank
Last
you.
month. Congratulations.
Thank you. So it's a very fulfilling experience.